Okay, guys, I'm back again. This time with some more Beethoven. While I had that, I actually have a. Um, I'll just say I was collecting that stuff to sell back in the day, so I got some of it in my garage. And here's another tune by Beethoven that I'm not familiar with. And let me tell you a little bit about it before we get going. And the name of it, Moonlight Sonata, is one of Ludwig van Beethoven's most famous and beloved piano compositions. It's also known as the Piano Sonata number 14 in C sharp minor. C sharp minor would be. Hmm. It was composed in 1801 and dedicated to Beethoven's student and admirer, Countess Giulietta Guiccardi. The sonata consists of three movements. The name Moonlight Sonata was not given by Beethoven himself, but by a German music critic, Ludwig Rellstab, who likened the serene and luminous opening to moonlight reflecting on a lake. That's interesting. The first movement's melancholic and introspective character, along with its delicate dynamics, contrasts sharply with the more lively and joyful second and third movements. We'll listen for those. Sonato is known for its subtle and seamless shifts in tonality, using a mix of C sharp minor and related major keys, providing a sense of emotional exploration throughout. Man, this is taking me back to the college days of studying music. Uh, you know, because lately, man, I get a drum machine and some stuff like that, and I don't have to think about that type of stuff. But it brings back some memories. The Moonlight Sonata significantly expanded the range of expression and technical demands in piano compositions during its time, setting a standard for future generations of composers. It's got timeless appeal. So we're going to find out about it. Just wanted to fill you in on some of the things that they said about it. And let's just listen to it and let's get something out of it. Why is this song at the top of the list when it comes down to Beethoven? I see it's in a 3/4 tempo. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's interesting. Mm. Took us dark there. Yeah, that's interesting. What is he doing there? Yeah, that's something that I could probably pick up. Give me about 15, 20 minutes. I could have that whole song played. It's pretty simple enough. I got a real strong musical ear for stuff like that. You can put anything in front of me and give me 5 minutes and I'll have it redone. Never learned to play classical, but I can play anything I can hear. Um, those triplets, da, la, dee, 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 da, dee, dee, dee. Man, and keeping the 3/4 time. Mm, mm, major, minor, major. Mm. And those chords in the lower range. Wow. Make me feel like clapping on that one right there. Yeah, man, that's interesting. I mean, being the type of musician and playing the type of music that I normally play or try to put together, it's kind of deep to listen to how, you know, in classical music they do, and I'm not gonna. I know I hear the majors. Yeah, that's kind of like a major then diminished. Classical music, I'd have to say, it takes a level of maturity to sit through it and listen to it. And I just don't think I had that level when I was younger, which is why I don't know and haven't listened to lot of classic. I've listened to classical, but like gotten into it like I get into jazz or R&B and funk and that type of stuff like that. But that right there is very interesting. And when I get off this, I think I'm going to sit down and kind of learn this piece. Um, Moonlight Sonata. Beethoven was quite I'd have to say, man, it's to write. I know what it takes to write songs. Sometimes you got to get by yourself. You can't. When I put together the best of songs, I have to spend some time by myself in a room with just an instrument and creating it. So I can imagine that Beethoven had a pretty lonely life. If he's writing this type of stuff right there, you can't have any outside influences messing with your thinking, because that right there takes some concentration, and that takes a certain mindset to do that. And speaking of mindset, I appreciate you guys for coming back to the Musical Mindset channel once again, where you don't know what you're going to hear, but you do know you're going to listen to some music, and you're going to listen to it with me, and we're going to figure this thing out together to find out why people like this stuff. So that's going to be it for that song. And y'all come back to the channel once again and keep on watching and keep on giving me your opinions and your comments and stuff like that. I love them, man. I'm starting to love you guys because you really are seeing music the way I'm seeing it, and you're teaching me too. That's what I appreciate. So come back to the Music Mindset channel once again for some more new stuff, and I'll see y'all then.